Your mission, 47, is to infiltrate the ICA, bring down the ringleaders, and destroy the Constant. Oh, and try not to get killed. With the release of Hitman 3, Agent 47's story comes to an end, and it's a magnificent ending to this fantastic game franchise. They've really nailed it on this one. So please stick around, hit subscribe, get your favorite flamingo costume on, and let's get into it. If you haven't played Hitman before, and I really suggest that you do before you embark on Hitman 3, the game centers around assassin for hire and fun guy about town, Agent 47, and his handler, Diana Burnwood. Gameplay-wise, it's all about stealth, changing into increasingly outrageous costumes, and sabotaging the environment to cause, accidental deaths? Hitman 3 begins with Lucas Grey and Agent 47 infiltrating an enormous Dubai skyscraper from the air, and it's an exciting beginning when they're dodging helicopters, parachuting in, and making their way in like some sort of Daft Punk video clip. It's a really thrilling opening to this game, and the action doesn't let up in those cut sequences. What I love about the Hitman franchise is that they managed to pack in so much storytelling in these little 6-minute cut scenes, something that many 100-hour or more games sometimes fail to do. While the first level might seem nothing more than an extra Hitman 2 level, its appearances are deceptive. I think it does two things in the gameplay. It actually sets up fans for the expectations. So this is a Hitman game, this is what you're getting. It does feel like a Hitman 2 level, but as soon as you start playing through the other levels, you'll see why they've done that. And that's because it kind of anchors the player in what is a familiar thing and then begins to tip it on its head. So one of the greatest aspects of Hitman 3 is that it really plays with the expectations of gamers who have come to this through the Hitman franchise and says, what can we do different and what can we subvert about the whole substance of gameplay in this game? Now, while the Dartmoor level does kind of achieve this twist on its head by making Agent 47 participate in a locked room murder mystery a la Knives Out, it's levels 3 and 4 where this game really shines. And for that alone, I think this game is worth the cost of admission. These two levels get up to Game of the Year technology because the way they utilize the environmental storytelling, the element of surprise, and some of the complexities and nuances in the ways and methods of assassination in these two levels is just top notch and 10 out of 10. My biggest beef with this game though is that I felt like the levels that they reached and the quality that they reached in Berlin and Chongqing wasn't matched by the 5th and 6th levels. Level 5, which is set at a lovely vineyard, is really beautiful to look at. It's stunningly rendered, there's great golden light and some great character development with Diana Burnwood. But as a challenge compared to the previous two levels, it was actually quite easy, and the assassination of these characters didn't take that long as compared to the challenge of previous levels, especially infiltrating the Chongqing level. That is a very difficult level, even for seasoned Hitman players. And the biggest difficulty for me is that the final level felt more like a tutorial playthrough. It was very linear, it didn't have a huge variety of characters in it. And while it was really referential to previous Hitman games and is very much a hat tip to the fans who have followed it through the series, for me, I really wanted the hardest Hitman level I have ever played in my life, something that was going to challenge me as a player. Despite the gameplay being a little linear in that final level, the Berlin, Chongqing, all the other levels are absolutely amazing, and especially in the rendering, the gameplay, and the environment design. The story itself is really compelling, and I think it's a fitting end to Agent 47's journey. It really follows that arc, looking at who controls power and how does power corrupt those who have it. There are some really hairy moments in the storyline where it will leave you thinking and leave you shouting at the screen. I am not going to spoil it for you. As with all Hitman games, it doesn't take a long time to play through the story arc itself. There's only 6 levels, and that's part of the beauty of the Hitman series, is its concision. I love how every piece of dialogue in levels actually serves both the narrative, but also uncovers new uncanny ways of assassinating your targets. The Hitman franchise has always been at the top of the ladder when it comes to environment design, and this is no exception. All of the levels have exceptional lighting. I mean, especially Dubai with all the reflections on the water. These levels look spectacular on PlayStation 5, and they're taking full advantage of the capacity of the console to render beautiful reflections, beautiful lighting effects, and you won't be disappointed. Should you buy Hitman 3? I think so. I think if you're a long-term fan, you will absolutely love the conclusion to this game. Agent 47 and Diana's story gets some very complex twists without going into sentimental or sappy territory. That wouldn't be consistent with the characters, and I'm glad that they didn't go there. Understandably, Hitman isn't for everyone. Hack and slash gamers will get frustrated with the stealth gameplay. But for me, a stealth gamer who has a love of point-and-click adventure games, I really enjoyed Hitman 3. I think it is worth the price of admission for the Berlin and Chongqing levels alone. If you are interested in game design, game development, game storytelling, those two are an experience that I think you should have, because I feel that they bring new things to the table and new things to this particular franchise as it wraps up. Plus, if you buy the Hitman 3 on PlayStation 5, you can port across all your achievements and gizmos from Hitman 2 into your new game and play them all and replay them all there. All in all, Hitman 3 is an outstanding end. While I do have my complaints about some of the level design in the late level, overall, it brings something new to the table and it's an exciting game. It looks beautiful, it's great to play on PlayStation 5, and it's probably one of the most polished releases that we've seen so far. I think if you're a fan of Hitman, you will definitely enjoy this game. It is a fitting conclusion to Agent 47's story, and I wasn't disappointed. That's my thoughts on Hitman 3. If you want to see more of my video game content, including some Let's Plays of the Hitman 3 game, please hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, and thanks so much for watching.